People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. This first part of the video is called A Vote of No Confidence for the PM, for Security Minister, for Finance Minister, for the JCF, for the DPP, for the FSC, for just about any sorts of body that is supposed to serve and protect the people of Jamaica. Now, I am going to speak about three very big incidents, or a collection of three big incidents in which the people of Jamaica are very concerned as to why we don't hear any sorts of name, any sorts of arrests, any sorts of indictment, any sorts of warrants being put out for all involved. What am I speaking about? I am speaking about the numerous DRUG BUSTS that we've seen with hundreds of millions of US dollars worth of cocoa, billions of Jamaican being seized at the ports, no sorts of arrests. I am speaking about the BUSTS that occurred in Montego Bay, wherein they seized 22 Ghost Glock. And then within a week or so, 59 again. So people, we are talking about 84 back to back within a week or two. There was also a big DRUGS bus at a place called Ian Fleming Airport. People, you know, say, them just opened that airport for business maybe about last year or so, officially. However, the first big thing that we heard, not a whole bunch of tourists, just a whole bunch of hundreds of KEYS of cocoa. The next thing we are speaking about, the situation as it pertains to SSL. We see say, a whole bunch of billions, 9,000 plus victims, clients that were swindled out of billions of Jamaicans, hundreds of millions of US dollars in my estimation. However, the same thing. So I have to ask the question this. It seems as if the first BUSTS of the guns that they found in Montego Bay, them call them ghost guns. But it seems as if a ghost coke, a ghost SSL, a ghost thing happened at Ian Fleming. Because how is it that you can't get any sorts of results? How is it that these big incidents that we hear all over the place, all sorts of BOMB shell a drop, and we say yes, the people and the relevant authority are putting in the work, they are getting the results. We are here say them are seize this, seize that, horse DEAD and cow fat. This person name a call a SSL. She confessed to at least 39 and she is working with the authority for bring the other culprits in. However, we are not getting any sorts of results. So people, we heard, I did a video before and I said that the DPP, don't know if she was being sarcastic, and she said, this is not CSI, this is not law and order, this is real life thing. People, coincidentally, the Deputy Commissioner of Popo, Mr. Fitzbailey, he is saying the same thing. This is not CSI. However, people, it actually is. So people, I want you to take a listen. Take a look to what he has to say about Ian Fleming Airports, about the GHOSTGUNS, about all of the COCO, about SSL, and then I will give my piece.
We are the practitioners. This is not a CSI that we are looking at. I mean, people watch it and they believe that what they see is what is happening in the real world. In relation to the drug bust at the Ian Fleming's International Airport, there is an ongoing investigation. We have been working with our international partners. There are some legal issues that are being addressed between the offices of the DPP. We have also made some application, and I will say this, that people will be arrested and charged in respect of that matter. If we engage in that type of activity and we lose the firearm, we have to consider the risk that is involved. Do we take the risk of allowing those firearms to escape our grasp and then become a threat to the nation? Most organized nations will tell you that the only way that can be done is if we are involved from the get-go. There's also the major, that's MOCA, Major Organized Crime and Corruption Agency, a part of that investigation. So it's a joint investigation that is ongoing. I am not going to go into detail, but they are making significant progress. I can tell you that they have had several meetings with the offices of the Director of Public Prosecution. I am aware that a meeting is also planned for this evening. So there is a lot of progress that is being made.
Now, people, do you believe the person that we hire as the people of Jamaica, the man that is the face card of crime fighting in Jamaica, other than the Commissioner of Popo, Mr. Fitzbailey, he would have the audacity to say that this is not CSI, this is real life. The Popo and the DPP, them are investigate. Them have all sorts of legal issues. There's going to be some sorts of arrests coming soon as it pertains to Ian Fleming, as it pertains to the ghosting them down at Mobile, as it pertains to the 49, 59 and the 22. So therefore, all he is giving is promises. The man had the audacity to say that they had to went in, they did not do any sorts of sting because they were not going to take the chance of losing these toll and make the toll them go back on the road. People, that is not the only option you have. You don't have to lose the toll if you put some people in the warehouse at the wharf where it is found and tell them, don't drop asleep, don't depend on social media and make the people the rightful owner. The legal, illegal smugglers come and pick up the box. Don't make the corrupted officials down at customs hand the box to the criminals while you are asleep, caught sleeping on the job, because them same one might come back and put a CAP in your ASS. You hear him say the same thing. This is not CSI. This is not law and order. As it pertains to SSL, him say MOCA involved, Financial Investigative Division involved, the fraud squad, and they are making significant progress. They are supposed to link with the DPP later on today or tomorrow, sometime in the week. However, people, the people them tired and them weak for hear the same weak and lame explanation. The people them want results. You and I know that whenever you go and you send any sorts of package, if they are Florida, and you send anything to Jamaica, them want proper identification. Them want to address the same thing. The people there at Jamaica have to have proper identification. So in other words, it has to come from a real person. So even though it is Ghost GUNS, Ghost Coco, Ghost SSL, it seems as if these people actually take the people at Jamaica for some sorts of bottle, some sorts of dopey. Because it seems as if everything has gone ghost, everything missing. Nobody is accountable. Nobody is held. People, when we think about what is going on with these serious crime, all of these cocoa, all of these toll, all of these money that is being swindled, and we hear say there is no sorts of arrest, that is more than reasons for concern. We hear all these promises. We hear all these BOMB shell say yes, this one get whole, that one get whole, them all on pan millions of US, billions of Jamaican, them all on pan 80-yard toll. However, at the end of the day, no sorts of arrests. We not hear nobody get locked up, worse even get convicted. Do you remember there was a case in which a man that them claims say he is a high-level Don. He is the Don of all Don. He is the major smuggler for all sorts of toll coming into Jamaica. However, they went to some sorts of party, I think milk, honey and cream or whatever it was called. May I talk about C-Tac? May I talk about all sorts of top po, shut down the people in place, take him out, all sorts of things. In the newspaper, they have put a major dent in the top smuggler of all sorts of artillery from overseas. Him was a ex-DRUG dealer, get BUSTED in America, get whole him name a call upon a whole bunch of things. People, within 2 toes, that man was out. So therefore, all smoking GUNS that you hear, it come to a little whimper. It come like some sorts of FIRECRACKER. We can't hear nothing. This man is scotch free. Free like the day him born, as if him never do nothing all of him life. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it misunderstood. We do want to have patience when it comes to the relevant authority doing their job, because we know say haste make waste. However, there is patience and there is more than sufficient time that you've gotten. People are being reasonable with the relevant authority. However, they have too much expectations, and then we have little expectations in them. The thing is that they are not balanced when it comes to law. We've realized that when it comes to high-profile, white-collar crime criminals, such as those suspect of SSL, when it comes to a whole bunch of cocoa being found or being seized, when it comes to a whole bunch of GUNS, it is as if there is no sorts of name, and that is why I said GHOST, GUNS, cocoa, and also SSL. It seems as if Adobe do all these crimes because there is never any sorts of name because of legal implication. However, when a little man, as a matter of fact, I am going to quote from something that happened. There was a taxi man, he pick up a man in a Portmore, not pick up a man as in the Shibata type. Pick up a passenger. That passenger decides, say, he does not want to pay a fare. The man drop him off. The taxi driver went to the power station, make a report. Within 24 hours, they went, investigate and arrest that man. Charge this man, lock up this man. And that is just for a cab fare. How is it that a petty crime like that can get serious attention and get immediate response? However, some very serious crime, some very serious suspect are just walking around, prancing around, posing around as if they have never done anything all of their life. Let that make sense to us. Let that be or sound reasonable to the reasonable average person that is listening. It makes no sorts of sense. So therefore, you have to be balanced with everything that you do. Your sense or your reasoning has to be rational, and it is making absolutely no sorts of sense to nobody with an iota of sense or a brain in them head. So it seems as if you guys are just making excuses. The excuses are not even rational. They make no sorts of sense. They are lame. We should not and would not expect to hear professionals that are investigators giving these as the reason that this is not CSI. Do you even know what CSI mean? Crime scene investigation. And obviously, you're not a part of that. Obviously, you're doing no sorts of investigation. Obviously, you must be shielding. You must be hiding. You must be negligent. You must be irresponsible. Or you just don't care, or you are a part of the problem. Because if you're not a part of the problem, then we are expecting solution. We are expecting results. And people, so far, we've gotten zero result. Just a whole bunch of chatter and talking and promises. Promise is a comfort to a fool. And people, we are done being idiots in a Jamaica. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. I understand that this might be your grandma's favorite YouTube channel. However, this is not the average run-of-the-mill mama and papa channel. This is news with a buzz. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, and sharing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.